I'd like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth. How are you, Senator?
Well, it's good to be with you, the publisher, actually, of Black Wall Street, who's giving a new opportunity for black businesses to participate and be able to get economic impetus to employ members of our community and giving our young people a chance. You were raised in the middle of West Baltimore, so you know what it is, and you still live in Baltimore, and you're committed to the struggle. So I'm honored to be at least be with you today, and thank you for your commitment. And I stay in touch with you every platform you're on. At least I'm savvy enough to do that.
Yes,
but
you are.
Keep doing that. The fighting the good fight. We can make a difference.
Tell me why you are here today at the 60th anniversary of the desegregation of Gwynn Park.
And I'm glad you said that before. It wasn't integrated, it was the desegregation, so they couldn't tell us not to come. Not that we wanted to come with all these mean white people, but they could, for telling us that we couldn't come in. And I was a 17-year-old in the summer of 1963 and got beaten across the head and by the police, and it was Leo Burroughs got to go to the county jail. They took me to the National Guard Armory. You had Maryland National Guard Army people locking me up at the behest of the owner of the Gwynn Park and Baltimore County Police. And, it is, I have to be there to say there is hope. Who could imagine you come to a park now, you see it full with black folks today. The county executive is coming in to make a difference. And so I had to be here. And that June before I was arrested, I had just been to Jackson, Mississippi for this funeral after the murder of Medgar Evers. And I was indelibly imprinted with that. So when I came here, I was fired up, as they saw, and ready to participate and make a difference at 17. The point that I must tell you is so significant. I went with all of these white students at Baltimore City College, the class of 1963. And lo and behold, I see them here at the park, and I would think that since we had been together those 3 years of high school, they would be more welcoming. They were with their parents who were using the N-word and throwing objects at us. And these were my classmates who I went to gym with, swim with, for 3 years, and yet they reverted. So that shows we have a lot to do, but parents have to be careful because children follow what their parents tell them. So the fight isn't over, and I'm committed now to continue the fight.
Have we made any progress?
Oh, my goodness, have we made tremendous
Montgomery,
progress.
Alabama, just a few weeks ago.
No, but I said, look at what happened in Jacksonville yesterday. A white kid comes in with a rifle and kills 3 black people at a dollar store. Now, that's the outrage. But what I say is I moved in this. I came into the entrance of Gwynn Park earlier, and I saw a white policeman standing there, and that was deja vu. I said, oh, my God. And, the memories came just flooding back of the mistreatment I said, and then the catcalls from the people and the objects there. Then I looked about progress. There, and standing to my right, a few yards off, was a black major of the Baltimore County Police Department, and I went over to shake his hand, and I felt more resolved that I could continue my journey through the park. I'm seriously, I had that kind of flashback. Trauma from that, because it was terrible the way they mistreated. We went to the National Guard Armory that had no restrooms, no food, nothing there for us, no water. We'd been out all day, and then they left us there. But fortunately, I was represented by my mother, Juanita Jackson Mitchell, and I was found not guilty. And she arranged the bail bondsman. My grandmother got the bail bondsman through the Baltimore branch of the NAACP, Dr. Lily Mae Carroll Jackson, and my brother, Senator Clarence Mitchell, was there to help me to make sure I got out okay. But this is what it's all about. We must recommit ourselves to what's going on.
Just one more thing to put this in perspective. You've had, since 1963, black mayors of the city of Baltimore. The first black state senator, Prince George's County. First black county executive, Prince George's County. First black president. First black superintendent, one of many of Baltimore County Public Schools. And now your first black governor. Yeah. What does all of this mean?
What it means is that the vote is essential. We must do political pressure, but we cannot let the arms of government with their misguided attempts to discredit our public officials who are being serving. And if you give as much scrutiny to the white politicians that I know robbed the city, whatever have and how come it's only been black mayors who have been charged? William Donald Schaefer did all kinds of things and was let to have some long memory. I know what happened, and we've got to understand that we come to their aid and their rescue. We have documented that there was an FBI attempt to discredit black officials organized all over the country, and it was organized by J. Edgar Hoover to go in and create situations. They even planted bugs on Dr. Martin Luther King and then tried to compromise him by sending young women to him and whatever. So this government is devious, and so therefore we've got to make sure that we protect and cover. That's why Marilyn Mosby is longest state's attorney, because she dared to charge the police who killed Freddie Gray, and that the system, they even had a black judge who was complicit in exonerating it, and people were afraid, frankly. That black judge was promised a elevation, and they never did give it to him, and yet he was complicit in finding these police not guilty. And poor Marilyn Mosby now is suffering unnecessarily because of that. We cannot let that happen. We got to be ready to put our bodies on the line for this and make a difference.
Thank you, Senator. Keep watching BMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.